Welcome to the first and only SaaS Talk Show featured on LinkedIn. This is the Startup Edition episode, where I cover founders and entrepreneurs making an impact in this world. Today, we're going to talk about the go-to-market strategy that UserZoom used to drive growth and revenue. I will be interviewing Alfonso de Nuez, co-founder and co-CEO at UserZoom, who will be sharing his experience and company strategies. If you're watching the show for the first time, check out our LinkedIn company page to access more episodes. I will leave a link to SaaS Growth Ventures in the comments below. So before we dive in today's interview, let's talk a bit for a product market fit. What is the product market fit? And how do we find it? How long does it take to achieve product market fit? And what go-to-market strategy should your B2B SaaS company use to reach the same goals and revenue as UserZoom? First, let me break it down for you. Product market fit consists of 5 stages. The first stage is called problem product fit. What does it mean? Problem product fit is where you build a product for a specific problem for a large enough market. This stage is also when your product is fully mature and has all the necessary components to solve the problem better than anything else that exists on the market today. The second stage is a customer value / goal fit. So what does this mean? It means that the customer can clearly see the value and goals that they're trying to achieve. A customer value or goal fit is achieved when a product has fulfilled their goals and deliver results. In other words, you are able to demonstrate ROI to your customer. The third stage is called go-to-market fit. Go-to-market fit means that you take your product and you go to the market without knowing the customers. Or in other words, can you sell your product to the masses with the right strategy? So how much resistance or friction are you facing in the market? And which strategy can you use to mitigate those risks? The next stage is called economies of scale fit. This focuses on whether or not you can penetrate the market and grow revenue when you acquire the customer profitably. In other words, you're acquiring your customers profitably at scale, where your LTV to CAC ratio is about 4 to 6x. And the last stage is called market penetration fit. This means you are penetrating a specific vertical, a segment, and now you're going across multiple segments or verticals. This is the true definition of product market fit. It starts with product problem fit. This is called stage 1. Stage 2, customer value or goals fit. Stage 3, go-to-market fit. The fourth stage, economies of scale fit. And at least a last one, market penetration fit. With that said, today we're going to speak with UserZoom CEO Alfonso de Nuez. UserZoom raised $34 million in capital. This capital helped UserZoom to grow and scale. Last year, UserZoom bought a company to help go down the market and increase TAM. He is going to break down the go-to-market fit strategy that he used to scale his revenue. His go-to-market strategy is called Become an Expert. You leverage consultative sales methodology along with account executives to establish the sales motion. Basic principles of consultative sales are: first, do you research about your prospect? Second, you ask the right questions to understand prospect needs and their goals. The third stage, you listen to your prospect answers. The fourth one, you truly qualify your prospect. The fifth, you educate your prospect on how your company can solve the same issues. And last one, you close the deal. Here to speak more about this and share his experience is Alfonso de Nuez. It's great to have you here, Alfonso. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Can you please introduce yourself and tell us what is your superpower is?
Absolutely. My name is Alfonso de Nuez. I'm the co-founder and co-CEO at UserZoom. And UserZoom's user experience research platform provides businesses, mostly enterprises, but to your point, we're going down market soon, with the end user insights needed to design and deliver killer digital product experiences. As far as superpower, I'm not sure about that, but my strength or my forte, I guess, would be, on anticipating market needs, falling in love with the problem, which I think is one of the most important things for every entrepreneur, and then coming up with solutions that fill a specific gap in the market, so to speak. I like to study the game of business. I like to be a strategist. I'm sort of the visionary go-to-market CEO. I don't have that much operational experience, so I've hired the right people for that to help me with that. But I'm continuously studying the game, the market, its players. So I think the superpower that you mentioned would be, a combination of the 20 years experience in this space, the domain that I've gained over the years, as well as that I guess innate ability to predict the future of this space.
Great experience and awesome superpower. So let's jump right into what is happening at UserZoom. In the last 6 to 12 months, what traction have you hit that you're most excited about? And why this achievement been so important to you?
The last couple of years have been absolutely great for the company, to be honest with you. And in this past year specifically, I feel like we have consolidated a dominant position in the market. We're kind of a category creators in UserZoom. First of all, the product offering is very unique, and we're the only company that can offer what we do in the world right now. We're providing excellent intelligence from the end user, which is critical to successful digital transformation. And especially these days, that's a top priority for businesses. We're offering a combination of research methods. We call this a multi-research or multi-method, approach, and a very automated way to finding those participants, a sourcing engine that can help testers and participants to test our customers' digital products. So this year, we've really made a tremendous progress and evolution in the product. But at the same time, the go-to-market strategy is more solid and productive than ever before. We've acquired a company. The name is Validately, and you mentioned it earlier. They're a smaller company, but they were very, very effective in targeting the mid-market and kind of like the smaller company, market. So that's enabling us to expand our total addressable market. And I feel like that's the right strategy for us to take the company to the next level. And then last but not least, when I think about the accomplishments, we've experienced, we're talking about go-to-market for sure in this podcast, but we've experienced that growth with the right culture. Our culture and our people. Especially considering how hard it's been for employees around the world with COVID-19. We're doing this. We're being successful and we're growing profitably, but at the same time, we're building a great culture.
Congratulations to you and the entire UserZoom team.
Thank you.
Those are the great accomplishments. So I would like to talk a little bit more about the go-to-market strategy you mentioned. What go-to-market strategy did you use to grow the revenue?
Yeah, so basically up until last year, we've always focused on the enterprise market, working